what year did Bloodsport come out?
88.
88. So
Oh my God, 3 days.
Anniversary.
hold on.
In 3 days. It was released 3 days
Someone
from
get
now.
Van Damme on the phone. Does anyone know
Wow.
Van Damme? Does anyone have access to cocaine? I mean,
To his agent?
No. How can we get to Van Damme?
I already reached out to his agent once to get him in my movie that I made making fun of him. And I told his agent, I'd pay him $25,000 just for him to show up and just sit in a jacuzzi and like say a one-liner. And I explained to him, it's like a parody of Bloodsport. It's the same, but it's about this. And the agent goes, is this a joke? And I go, no, the movie's already shot. We just need this pickup shot. No reply.
By the way,
Something tells me Jean-Claude was busy that day.
If you made that offer today for 25, he'll.
By the way, how incredible that you're so in tune with the universe that this is what's happening. Like you're talking about Van Damme, Bloodsport, its release date,
And not only that,
anniversary.
he's talking about whenever the 30-year anniversary is. And it's now.
There it is. Like
3 days
3 days from now.
Because can I start the
Go for it.
podcast? Because
that's why I
right
set
now
it up.
today is February the 23rd, 2018. To my right, I got Farshad. To my left, I got Buddy. I'm Alejandro, and let's talk about cars, yo. Hit it, Pedro. Or talk about Bloodsport. Whatever comes
whatever
first.
we want to do. And it's Bolo Young.
Bolo. Yeah.
Bolo.
I think
Wow,
we can
we
get
were
Bolo.
lost.
Bolo would come.
We were lost.
Speaking
Have
of-
you seen Bolo lately?
Speaking of
think so.
Bolo, did you guys know that Ivan's a Bolo tie type of guy?
What do you mean by that?
You know what a Bolo tie is, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's like the little
Yeah,
lanyard
Texas.
with the little, yeah.
we wore those
Yeah.
in Texas.
Ivan wears Bolo ties.
Where the fuck is Ivan?
Where is Ivan?
And Rodrigo too, but Rodrigo's expected. He's a
But that's-
morphing.
but
He's
that's-
he's a morphing Mexican into a Texan.
That's not. Yeah, it's not a shocker, Rodrigo.
You were caught right in the in-betweens. But anyways, buddy, what do we have on the schedule for today?
So we have a lot of topics, once again, from our community at Salomondrin.com. You
guys are the greatest.
A lot of people were on the podcast topic thread for this week. And we were almost 300 topics within 2 hours.
Yes, not bad.
Yeah, that's
Not a bad turnaround.
We're going to cover all 300 topics in this sitting.
in less than 1 minute. Are you ready? Go.
Go.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Done.
Yellow.
Froze.
Blue. Ferrari.
So that's exactly right. There's always a Ferrari conversation.
There's always
in the podcast.
why you gotta hate on Ferrari, man? Come on, they're the greatest.
So the first topic that I want to touch on is a warm-up question from Hoosier Tyler. Not who is your Tyler, but Hoosier Tyler.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I actually thought that was the play with the name.
Well done. Well
See
done.
what I did there?
No, do you know what the Hoosiers
Because I got
are, right?
cocaine on my veins and
From
insane.
Indiana Hoosiers?
Yeah, of course.
Anyways, he's asking, what is your most desired option on a car that you buy or customize? Examples like an upgraded sound system, better exhaust, upgraded leather. And the reason that I bring that up is because this week, Rolls-Royce unveiled for the Cullinan a viewing suite. A viewing suite that pops out of the tailgate so you can sit down, have a little side table, put your wine on it.
Let me just dumb it down for everyone. On the back of the truck, the Rolls-Royce truck, the gate will open, drop there, and then 2 seats will pop up with a little table. And that is the most elegant fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Do you know it was the number one requested? It was a number one requested option from customers.
No.
You know that? Yep.
That was?
Yeah, the customers want to have an ability to sit in the back of the Cullinan and watch everyone else, like all the peasants and stuff.
Oh.
They've never had that view. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've never been able to just sit roadside in their Cullinan
like-
while everyone drives by miserable as fuck.
Yeah, because before you had to, from the driver's seat, you look out, right? Now you can look
now you
that
can
way.
see them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible, Farshad. But it might be true.
I imagine so many parents in Beverly Hills at the soccer game sitting on the back of their Cullinan and
Changing the cleats and stuff. Yeah, like the cleats are changed on the Cullinan.
Well, let me tell you that I think that option is badass as fuck.
Yes.
Have you seen it in any other cars?
No.
And also,
No.
did you turn off our lights? Was that by
What?
accident?
Oh. That was me. Wow.
Everyone in the office is
I didn't even notice.
Did you pay the bills?
I didn't even.
Rodrigo? the bills paid?
No, I think it's one of the most interesting options because I have never seen anything like that. Have you?
On a serious note, it's just a fuck you option. Do you agree?
Yeah, no,
it's just
absolutely.
go
Absolutely.
fuck yourself.
but that's what you need.
Yeah, and
that's,
they call it-
but that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm talking about. Like you buy a Rolls Royce, you're bound to get something larger than life.
Well,
you
I
know?
think I
Something-
think it was smart because with trucks and with SUVs, I think they're in places where typically, you sit on the tailgate, you sit in the back of it, you take in the sunset, or you're putting on your fishing boots to go out,
or doing an outdoors porn.
or that. I don't know how they're going to use the viewing suite for that.
You want me to explain you how?
Are you?
Hang on.
Are you gonna?
You really
No,
want me
no,
to?
I want to know what your desired option on a car is. Get to the point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, when I heard about that option, that instantly became mine. So I actually, we haven't talked to the guys at Gas because we were talking about this when we read the article.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked to Tommy, Eric, or Ray, or anyone at the shop about this. But I think I need that for my Raptor.
Yeah, because we talked about the mechanism in the back.
I think that's an incredible.
I think that's the
option.
one.
However, I think we're skewing the question a little bit because he's talking about when you're buying or customizing a car. What is the most desired option that you're looking for? Like
Okay. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. So what's the you must have option in a car?
Yeah.
What is yours?
Power.
The engine does
power,
not
Go
count.
fuck yourself.
No,
Power.
the
I
engine
need
does
power.
not
Why
count.
doesn't that count?
Engine doesn't count.
Why?
Because he's saying an
'Cause
accessory within the car.
an accessory within the
Yes.
car. Heated seats.
I know.
Yes.
Wait. Slash. Maybe heated steering wheel. I don't know if I can live without a heated steering
Anymore.
wheel ever again.
Yeah.
Farghini, this car that I had this last week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm in love. I'm
had
in
it all?
love.
It had
It had everything. The heated seats, the heated steering wheel. You turn on the truck after you were previously in it, and it's already on. Like it automatically.
You
comes
have
on.
that?
Yeah.
So basically every Ford product has it except
the one you
Raptors
want.
we have.
Yes. Good.
Okay. Rob Lowe was skipping out on that.
Rob
He skipped out on
By
that
the way, if
option.
this is because of Rob Lowe.
But not only the heated
It is not.
seats, because that was mine was heated
Yeah.
seats, but it was more like climate controlled seats because that one also had AC.
Okay, so can we
On the
say it that
seats?
way? So can we phrase it that
I
way?
think so. I think so.
Climate controlled.
Are we all going to say the same thing?
Is that what you're doing too?
I think so too.
Because
What else
It
do you
makes
need?
it makes the most sense, right? It makes
Yeah.
you the most comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. When it's the cold nights, like the hot days,
Yeah.
you need those seats.
By the way, now when I get into a car like the Saab I have, like doesn't that, like get in, I'm like, where are the heated seats?
no. And
heated
also,
seats.
what about comfortable seats?
Yeah,
Alongside with that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if you have a
yeah.
comfortable seat
I
that
could
heats
do without
up
it.
and whatever, but you're sitting in traffic, that is the most essential element that you're going to need because that's the one place you're in.
But I would take heated over luxury seats. Any
Oh,
day.
me too.
Give me a rough seat, but it's
me
got
too.
Because if I were sitting in the Performante and I had a heated seat to go with it, oh, man,
No, get the
how
fuck
incredible
out.
would that be? We need to talk to Lamborghini. We need to talk to the Lamborghini CEO.
He's not going to make enough
Actually, we
appearance.
just need air conditioned seats in that one.
All we need to do is, that little mat that I put underneath my little squirrel,
Yeah.
the baby squirrel.
Yeah.
Just put those underneath the seat. The seat's so thin that once you heat that up, it's gonna work.
It's gonna burn you.
Yes.
It's
And
gonna burn you.
you're saving $2,000.
By the way, the one thing I like about Mercedes advertising of their heated seats now, they're saying it's rapid heating seats.
They're like, there's no time to fuck around
Yeah, that's
anymore
great.
with this.
By the way, it could be.
Rapid heating seats?
Yeah, they're saying like our heated seats are rapid heating, like they heat up rapidly.
Dude, mine, they came on immediately.
Wait, for which car?
The one that I had last week.
That's what I'm saying. But
Oh.
Mercedes is just using the words.
But Mercedes
to say,
is
Ford,
actually-
But Ford
oh.
could be like,
No,
I don't know what could Ford say? Like,
they're just
nah, it's already when
they're
when
the
it's
most
on.
American
The,
seat.
the one in this
Seat
mysterious,
warmers.
the one in this mysterious truck, they heated and cooled 3-4 times faster than the Mercedes.
Wow.
Like so much faster.
So there you go, Mercedes. Ugh.
Get your heater. In.
We should go and make that an experiment. Bring a
And see-
thermometer with us, like a digital thermometer.
No, one of those gun things. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
what the
Hey,
future.
easy on the gun topic today.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
no.
I just don't want to put the thermometer in the Mercedes asshole. I don't want any. I just want the one that you can point without
Hey,
touching.
we'll go to CVS, whatever we can get, man. Whatever they
This is
got.
a low budget show. By the way, all sponsorships are always welcome to our show.
I think it's funny though that we all chose that option, and I think because
But
of the
it's
vehicles,
true, it's essential.
But it's because of the vehicles that we've been in lately. Like it's kind of not a key feature, but
given. It's a given.
but it
I mean,
is
it's-
something that is very nice.
Dude, even
to
your
what
smart has
what we're
it.
in.
Like all cars have it, dude. Come on.
I'm dead serious. I made specifically the conscious choice of driving the smart ones instead of I can't remember what fucking car I had here without heated seats.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I'm getting in the smart because that has heated
yeah,
seats.
yeah.
Wow.
So that does work. That does
And
work.
then just on a side note, I think the second option would be air conditioning. Like AC. To me.
That's standard in every car.
That's what I think too.
Except in Europe, but
standard.
but Europe is not like that, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, but this
No.
podcast is in America.
Yeah, correct. But we do have European. But yeah, you're right. We are.
Oh, we do?
Hey, to the three
We do?
Italian guys listening, hey, what are you doing,
Just
Vinny?
go fan yourself over here.
So the next question comes.
Italian. AC, sorry. Italian AC.
Sorry, everyone. Just getting carried away.
Dion89 is asking he's asking about how more and more people are abandoning luxury sedans for luxury pickups and SUVs. And we were actually talking about this, how there's a big thing with supercar owners,
There was several articles that came out talking exactly and exclusively about that.
where everybody's getting into trucks, right?
How supercar owners are dumping their supercars for trucks. And the most hilarious thing is the comment thread, right? The now always the dumb rich person. It's always like whenever someone says something like that, it's always, rich people are so stupid. How can they justify buying a truck when they cannot go fast in the canyons? And it's like, is that really okay? Yes, sir.
But
it's
how?
It's a great phenomenon that's happening right now where everyone is getting into these trucks. And the reason why it's happening is because the truck game has never been stronger all across the board with all the brands. And that's been said by every major dude at every one of these companies, that their Fords, that their trucks are so hot, all of them.
This is the peak.
This
of
is the
trucks.
peak of that world. And how can you not trade anything for a truck? And this is what's happening right now. And now I understand it. How can you not trade anything for a truck? They're so stable at high speeds. You can do all kinds of fuckery that you do on a car on a truck. It's way easier to handle all the fuckery in one of these trucks than in a supercar or whatever on the street because of the level of power. Like it's so easy. And then instead of going to the track and doing the same thing over and over and over again every weekend until you close in a couple milliseconds, you can change your routine by getting on the freeway, getting on your truck, getting on the freeway, and just make a random right in some open area and just go enjoy yourself. Like those are great points.
Yeah, but it also has to do with the experience that it offers, like kind of what you mean. But then on top of that, the amenities and the technical aspects inside of it, like they're completely loaded. Like,
well, do you remember when Roush loaned us the F-150 Roush to go to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
That was an eye-opening moment for me. I was like, this fucking thing has every option that I've ever wanted inside of a car. And it's just right here. And it's massive. It even has like the.
Remember we sat in it the first day we looked at was the plug. Like you can plug. You
can
just
plug,
and it's a 3-plug.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it is a 3-plug.
Okay,
we can put the volcano in the back.
That should be the name of this show, the 3-plug.
Oh boy.
No. That should not be the name of this
Google
show.
rankings would just drop us instantly. Already, even more than we already have been dropped.
What a bad idea.
But I think the truck game, and it's absolutely justifiable. It's so phenomenal right now. It's just, I never experienced trucks before now, and I feel so lucky that I just did now because, I mean, they're epic. They can do it all. They're big. They're like, they have everything.
Yeah. So here, I'll tell you my Raptor. I have close to 500 horsepower, 0 to 60 in the 5s. Okay. Heated seats, heated steering wheel,
paddles.
Magnesium paddle shifters, xenon headlights, whatever a car has, whatever modern S-Class has, I have as well in the Raptor.
And more space.
Yeah, and I can run over the S-Class.
Yep.
And most of them are offering Wi-Fi hotspots now, 4G LTE.
Yep.
Like we said, power adapters for days. The sound systems are incredible.
What else? It lacks nothing. The car lacks nothing that I need.
No.
Nothing.
Like the thing is you feel safe in it. You don't feel like anything interior is being compromised, but you also aren't worried about if something happened because it's not going to cost you your firstborn to fix it.
Yep.
Yeah, that too.
You could trash it.
The fact that these trucks are meant to be trashed and to be fixed so easily and so cheap, that makes all the difference in the world because when you're buying one of these things, you realize that as bad as you can fucking hit it against any rock, it's going to be 1,000 if that.
Oh, believe me, I know. Ski knows too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I do think that's a very valid point in a real thing because I've also seen a lot of really rich guys just buy Raptors.
Yeah.
And I was going to be, and listen, when I set out to build out my Raptor the Raptor looks cool, but it's going to be a poser car for me. So I just want to have like the best interior and all that shit. But now that I know how much fun they all are, fuck that. There's so much fun. But I see the appeal. I see the look on the outside, how badass it looks.
Sex appeal. By the way, sex appeal.
sex appeal.
You have to talk about that.
Yeah, because we always say that supercars are the ones that attract girls. And it's not fucking true. Supercars attract more boys. And yeah, while trucks also do the same thing, girls look at you driving a truck and it's the weirdest shit. It's like, this guy can do shit with
No.
Even
And
if
it's
you
also
can't.
like, oh, this guy works and he has a job.
That's what it is.
It's
what
really
it is.
weird.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. You got to look at the economy also. I think the economy is doing really well. It's booming because the last time we saw excursions and expeditions and XLs and stuff like that. Like,
It is very cyclical with the political climate. No doubt about it. And
the good times.
I've been thinking about that a lot. And, it's true.
It's good times right now.
Yeah, good. And they can't keep trucks and SUVs on the lot.
No. Even what about like the Navigator thing?
But that's you're
it shows
the economy. You're economic.
Yeah.
guy.
I'm having a hard time with mine right now. I mean, the one that I want, I can't buy right now. It's not on the lot.
How crazy! That's a Ford product. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like it's not a limited, but it's just like a regular product.
mass production
car that they're having.
By the way, quick question. I don't know if this will stay in the podcast, but we'll see. Do you know, like, if I were to ask the guys at Galpin if they could have a car transferred from another dealership? Do you know?
Yeah, they can.
They can?
Yeah, they can.
They can do that.
Except if,
But the dealer has to agree.
Yeah,
the
if
other
it's a
dealer can say no.
if it's a hot car and he wants it also, he's like, why the fuck would I give you this
Right.
car?
Of course.
But yes, they
I
can.
didn't know if that was a thing.
Any car within whatever brands that they sell,
Good to
they can.
know.
Yeah,
And
we also do that with every dealer. Danny from Rolls-Royce is delivering my Hellcat and giving, like, I'm buying that car from O'Gara Westlake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
okay.
from any Dodge
Okay.
directly.
By the way, I just caught myself doing an Owen Wilson wow. I did that last week's
wow.
podcast, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm in a habit of doing it, and it's bothering me.
Wow.
So staying on the topic of trucks, Kanta was asking if there was one car company you'd love to see make an off-roading truck similar to the Raptor or just a pickup in general, which company would it be and why?
I got one.
What
Ready
do
to
you
go? Jaguar. Now that I understand what Jaguar is about and I understand what they are, I want a Jaguar Raptor. If that makes any sense.
Really?
Well, you would have an
Really?
incredible growl, by the way. That would be crazy.
So our friend Lawrence just got a Jag. Like he got the
Yeah.
supercharged, and I was like, you know what? And that it's like their big engine in their small car. I was like, Jag fucking gets it, and they still get it.
Yeah, they still throw those huge engines in
still-
small
they still-
cars.
they
I
still
don't
get it.
like. I went through every like supercar, sports car, hypercar company and tried to like convince myself that a truck was right for it, and I can't do it.
I actually have an answer.
Like the only company that is kind of outside the box that I would go for is either Tesla or Rimac, just because of the torque. And I'm a big fan of the Bollinger B1 that they're doing.
Yes, you are.
I really like that SUV. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and it's really cool. It's an awesome utility vehicle. I'm not as hopeful as I was a few months ago about the prospects of the car, but we'll see. But if Rimac did that, I mean, the torque that they're able to put out in their car, like if they could do that in an off-roading truck,
You'd pull
Did
the
you-
world with
yeah.
Did you guys see the video of the Tesla semi truck spinning its
yeah,
wheels?
yeah,
You guys see that?
it. Yeah, that's
See?
crazy.
See? Yeah, I forgot about that. I
By the way,
forgot that they're doing a semi.
The 0 to 60 is 5 seconds, right? For that semi.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be there with the Raptor. Do you
Oh
know what I
my
mean? Like
God.
we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
let's do 0
Oh,
to
yeah.
60 runs with the Tesla semi and Raptor.
That would be so cool.
We gotta get
But
one.
how long until they come out? Do you guys know?
No.
I don't know.
Damn it.
The problem with those is that you just
I
can't,
actually wanted to buy one too.
you wouldn't be able to take them out to the desert and do all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, not until gas finishes what they have to do to it, so we can do that.
They're gonna lift your.
Hey, would you
fucking-
do that? Would you? Hey, by the way, can you buy one? Can a person?
You can, but there's a few things you need to do. But it's
By the way, we have 18,000 companies we could fucking buy. You know what I mean? Like if you needed a company and shit, you got 18,000.
No, but you know what I'm saying. All these guys, they go off roading and stuff, and
Yeah.
they carry their like cans of gas and barrels of gas.
Yeah, now it's battery
Yeah,
packs.
exactly. Like interchangeable battery
And
packs.
solar. No. By the way, the new thing's gonna be like you got to camp out somewhere, put out solar panels.
no,
That's true.
That's what you do. You hook a trail on the back, a trailer on the back,
a
like
solar
a proper
trailer.
thing. You take it there, you park it. Inside, you have like a living room house, and then outside it opens up and it has
it's
all
a
the cells on top. So you can do the off-roading, go out, and it charges it like another battery while you're
Yep,
there.
yep.
By the time you're done fucking around, you come back, do your battery change, boop, 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 and get back on the trail if you feel like it.
I like that.
That'd be actually super dope.
I like that.
Somebody
At any
pitch that to
level.
Elon.
So what about you? What car would you?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Well,
I think-
they
but
already
they
have the
it.
truck.
They already have it.
They made the 6x6,
Yeah.
and they only made 400 or 500 of those cars.
No, they have that one truck, the X Class.
Hang on, I know.
I know,
Hang on.
and-
Hang on.
And I'm kind of let down by it, honestly.
So
like comparing that against an F-150.
So they make the 6x6 legend, instant classic. Like,
Yeah.
do you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Why can't they just go and do more of those? Why?
To keep the values.
Why
to
not?
Keep the values up.
Why, Sway?
Why? No, yeah, how, Sway, how?
Like, why can they just do more? Give us the new truck with that. Give us another 6x. If they already made it once.
I mean, I would love to see them do a truck in a G-Wagon form.
Yeah, like that.
That would
A
be
G-Wagon
badass.
truck?
Yeah.
Like, but like that. That would be
Oh,
perfect.
shit. You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
John Olson's already on this. He's creating by the way, I don't even know him. I have no idea who he is. I don't want to start any beef. I'm sorry.
But he's already on it.
Yeah, he's already building a.
Damn it, John.
A G-Class.
Damn it.
Pickup truck.
I hope not. The one I'll be upset about is if he bought a Raptor without telling us.
Oh, you know he's
and
going to
unveil
He's
his
gonna look at,
before mine.
He's going to look at the
Yeah,
Raptor and go,
yeah.
"Pff, this ain't nothing
I'll
for
vomit.
me, homie.
I'll legitimately
We'll go
vomit
get-
at that
we'll go
point.
get it.
Actually, do they have Raptors over there?
Yeah, he's from England.
I think he's in
Sweden.
Monaco.
In England, they're 150,000. People are sending me like.
I think he's in
messages.
Monaco.
I think you can get them in Europe.
Oh boy,
Do an John
Look.
Olson challenge.
guys! Until I'm done with my Raptor, no one sells John
challenging-
Olson a Raptor. No one.
Or this podcast.
No one. Or share this podcast with no one. Just keep this one to
We're
yourself.
just assuming.
Only
listening.
this one though. But I want to see Mercedes just do more of those trucks. I don't see why they have to just stick to. We already did one. That's it. All right, all gone. When he was a huge evident success.
But also, but usually those are send-off cars.
But I feel like the 4x4 was the send off.
But
that
that's a send-off of the send-off. You always have to have a send-off of your send-off.
But then you came out. But that was the Landaulet. Because that was.
It's a lot of.
You know why?
off.
You know why it was the Landaulet? Because he's the 6x6.
Landaulet.
Oh well,
It's the five.
Mercedes. You know what?
Hold on.
Mercedes specializes in send-offs. They love doing send-offs. They do a send-off, but they bring it back, use a kind of different version, so that they can do another
Send-off
send-off.
again.
What about the SLS Black Series? And then they did the send the final edition series.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, there's only 25 of these. So what's special about them? They're like,
It's the last
got
send-off.
Carbon fiber. It's we're calling it the last one. No, Mercedes. But when they do things right, they really fucking knock it out of the park.
Or can I say something? Maybe the chassis were like left over for something and they couldn't sell them. They're like, fuck it, let's just do
put those trucks together and-
Send-off editions.
Another send off.
Maybe they or they had an order of like tires for the 4x4 and too many tires came, right? So they had extra tires. So they said, why don't we make a 6x6?
I feel like that's a lot of work just for tires.
Is it really? Okay.
I like the other way
Maybe
you
it was
said
a big order. I
like the other way you
Okay.
said it. Or what if someone at Mercedes like left a bunch of chassis like in a corner of a factory they forgot they built whatever, and then someone just opened a door, goes, "Oh my god!"
rolls out on
I
it.
totally forgot about these. And then they
He
just
opens
built
the closet.
What? But wasn't this 4x4 square? Wasn't this supposed to be like a single run type of thing? Or
It was. It's done.
It's done. It's
Yeah,
completely done.
the new G wagon's coming out.
Until
Oh yeah. So speaking of the new G wagon, you're getting that right?
So the new G
What's going
wagon
on with
was not barely announced. Was officially announced a month ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
around a month ago. But it's been people had like showings. Mercedes had some showings for some customers, showing them the car with a brand new redesigned interior after how many years of the same shitty
Over
interior
30.
that the G
Over
wagon
30.
had. Listen, the G wagon is a bread maker for Mercedes. Very low overhead and research and development that they had to put into that car until today, right? Because they had the same interior as before. They were using whatever screen that they could from any other parts, and it's all the same chassis, all the same everything, all around. And for the first time ever, they're bringing that and making it Range Rover-like. And I don't mean soft. It's going to retain its soul.
And most importantly, it's going to have actual cup holders, which I am thrilled for.
What the fuck was
no
that?
more, no
Like
more
the basketball.
No more
net?
basketballs.
That thing, man, what the hell was that? Who thought
also-
that was a good idea?
And not only that, you can only put certain drinks in that.
Yeah.
Because some of them will completely go through, some others will be sticking out and just dancing way too much and just shaking.
it's always
all
like
your shit.
bouncing up and
It's
It's always bouncing up and down. Like
If you're listening to the podcast, you might want to come back and just look at this video now. But yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
yeah,
But
Well,
now,
and I feel bad for the Kardashians. They all have to fucking switch over. Jesus Christ.
yeah, that comes also into my play.
I know. It's like,
no. Be excited for all the people with used G-Wagons.
okay, so
imagine
so
all the
Alejandro,
upgrades
what's
from
going
the new
on?
ones.
So what's
that
going
they're
on?
gonna be
Tell us.
getting.
Talk to us. What's going to happen to this market? Go.
You know what? It's actually going to be strange because the regular G wagons are going to lose value, but the old, like the significant ones, are going to go up in value right now
Okay.
because that's official. The end of
Let's
an
talk
era,
about
whatever.
just your plain Jane G63.
My G63.
Yeah.
I need to sell it before the first one lands.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
my goal.
Yeah, but,
Because the
once
second
it
they
sells,
land-
but once it sells, what pieces from the new one are going to wind up on the old
that's
one?
a great question.
So I was just thinking about that too because normally when Mercedes refreshes the line,
Uh-huh.
they normally refresh on the old body, new parts.
Right.
This time it's a new body.
Mm-hmm.
It's got more circles and all that stuff. I don't think you're going to be able to retrofit those parts.
no.
I can't wait to see somebody in Glendale try.
Hang on. But let me tell you this. No, because it's a real problem. On my G63s, we had 3 accidents where 3 pieces of shit. We left the truck outside of my house 3 times. 3 times. And all 3 times, headlights, tail lights, my rear donut thing, and
They took your rear donut
the rear wheel that's on the back, and then whatever metal pieces they took out, all of the guards.
Yeah.
So they do that in 2 seconds, and I had it all on video. I found the guy. I gave it to police. Police didn't do anything. They just don't give a shit about these petty crime things, and especially with the new Jerry Brown law here in California. Unless you steal over $950 from the same person
Yep.
during the same day,
Yep.
that's
You're good. And we're down.
you can
2,000 cops.
you can legitimately
Hey,
do it 1,000 times a day.
Hey, no politics today.
No. I'm
It's
just
Friday.
I'm just explaining to people why people can do this because they can go and steal that. Say that the value is less than $950. They can steal 20 of these lights,
Right.
and it's not a misdemeanor.
Right.
And it doesn't count. Like you can repeat that and be caught as many times as you want, and you'll be out of jail. And I'm just saying how it works here in California. So whenever you see whenever the new G-Wagon was refreshed and all that shit, everyone wanted like the new parts for the old stuff because they fit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So it would literally take him 2 minutes to just take all of the parts out. It's heartbreaking. And then you show up to Mercedes and Mercedes laughs when you show up to the parts department. They're like, ha, another one, huh? Yeah, we get this all the time. Why the fuck are you smiling, you dumb fuck? This is a problem that you have.
Right.
I actually contacted Mercedes and made a huge deal about it the last time it happened to me. And I said, you guys need to number your parts.
Right.
If you don't number your parts, this is going to continue to go on and we pay for it.
Yeah.
Even if you have insurance, you have to pay the deductible for the insurance.
Yeah.
It's coming out of your pocket. So I told them, just number your parts, do something. Because if you just like legitimately edge the part and someone scratches it, you know it's a stolen piece instantly,
Right.
and people will stop doing it. So my hope is that these lights do not fit the old cars.
Yeah.
If these lights or panels fit the old cars, things are going to get so fucking ugly in the next couple of months when the new G-Wagons land. For anyone that has one, do not park it on the street here in California. Do not park it on the street. I'm very excited about the new G-Wagon.
Yes. but I have a suggestion for you
Yes.
so that you don't have to get hit by depreciation.
Yeah.
Just sell the parts of the car. You'll make more than the car is worth. Boom, you slide into the new one.
No, you know why? Because it's free for these people to get the parts. So
why would they pay for it?
They're
Yeah.
able to sell them
under
way under market.
Got it. Okay. Oh, got it. So should we go to Beverly Hills Mercedes next week to spec out a G?
That's
Belen has to do it.
Honestly, I think you should wait because they haven't even unveiled the new AMG version of that G-Wagon, which is what I think that they're going to unveil.
They have.
The white one, right?
The G63.
The white
They
one
did?
that they unveiled is the 63.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that they were unveiling it at Geneva.
Well, officially, they're gonna have it in front of everyone at Geneva.
Yeah,
they
but they've
just
already-
they've already the Pista,
But you
the
can
Ferrari
order it.
Pista.
Yeah.
Like it's the same
Oh,
thing.
got it.
I don't know if you can take orders for the AMG, but I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I already got a call saying,
Come order. Yeah.
all right. Well,
I'm really excited about the new
there we go.
changes on the G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Because it looks fucking dope for the first time in the interior. I always had a problem with how simple it was for how much it cost. Because it's like big boy Range Rover money with a shitty ass, like not even an E-Class interior.
But it's got 17 differentials. Right?
Yeah, of course. So I'm very excited, and especially because I get to drive one because Belen's getting it. So I'm pumped.
So I get to ride in one.
Yeah, so they'll be showing that at Geneva. They'll be showing the 488 Pista. There's a lot of new cars that we should be seeing at Geneva, and that's actually a question from Heine022, and he's saying Geneva 2018 new cars. Which ones are you excited for? Do you think there will be any surprises or letdowns? And he actually put together a list that he brought from carmagazine.com, and I'm just going to read off some of the ones that I'm excited for. I know some of the ones that you're excited for.
Yeah, we already.
We've already seen the Aston Martin Vantage, but that's going to be there. The Audi e-tron.
The e-tron's exciting. I like that people are jumping into all electric.
That's a big one. That's a really, really big
What's
one.
the e-tron? The R8?
The A3 Tron. No. The e-tron,
The e-tron is
like
more
the sports one.
The
Wait,
e-tron I thought is based on the Mission E platform, right?
Yes.
So what is it?
I'm sorry. It is the Mission E.
For Audi?
Yes.
What
It's
is
the
it going
same
to be?
chassis.
Okay, got it.
It's the same
Okay.
chassis.
Okay.
My
Makes
bad.
sense, by the way.
My
Makes
bad.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is so fucking exciting because you were just saying.
Actually, what if no? The e-tron is going to be the electric SUV. Remember, I spotted that Audi SUV the other day on the road, and it didn't have any exhaust pipes.
Hang on a second. Audi.
Did it hold on? Did it sound like this?
I didn't hear it. I was
or maybe like this. No, any kind of
none of that. And I was laughing because
No, there's an A3 e-tron. So that's the electric one. So which one are they presenting? It's going to be the
what he has here is e-tron, and then in parentheses all electric SUV.
Oh, so it's the all-electric SUV. So it's the Q5 or
So
Q
that
whatever
one that I
e-tron.
saw
Yes.
might have been it.
Yeah, you're
very
absolutely right.
And it has the body of the Urus.
You're absolutely right. Oh, by the way, guys,
Right?
that was shattering.
Can you believe
What was-
that?
It was heart shattering.
Wait, what?
So I posted on a story the other day. I saw that Audi SUV.
Yeah.
Every angle and line looked just like the Urus.
Because I was saying the Urus is honestly, its design, it's so different from
Yeah.
everything. They don't have to worry about any other company saying, or anyone saying, oh, wow, this looks just like a Q5.
Yeah.
And then Buddy took that picture and sent us the pictures and then zoomed in into the exhaust.
There's
all
no
that shit.
exhaust.
And then we were looking at it. We're like, that really looks just like the Urus.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking copy paste.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you buy an Urus, you don't have anything to worry about in looks wise, except for the Volkswagen Group cars. That's it. Other than that,
But that's the problem, right? But
But it's the Volkswagen Group.
because
It's okay, though.
The
But that's-
Bentayga is going to look like that.
But that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Next on the list is the V8 Bentayga.
Do you think they're going to redo the body for? No. It's too early.
Not at all.
If Bentley does that, ooh, can
That was
you
a good
imagine?
sound effect.
Ooh,
I like that.
it's very Michael Bay.
So some other things is BMW, the possibly a 8 Series M8.
That's not possible.
the
That's for
Mate.
sure.
The Mate.
Oh,
the
just
M8.
they're making it for sure, but is it the reveal?
this is-
Yeah.
Volkswagen, BMW put up a picture of the 8 Series concept. It looked really, really good, but no way that car is going to look like the concept. No,
No,
way.
of course
It's
not.
going to
That
look like
concept was
it's going to look like a it's going to look like
an
a
A6
six.
the 6 Series.
Yeah. It's gonna,
Yes.
Do you agree? Everyone's saying that. Also, is this
Yeah.
going to be a puffed up?
I hope not. I hope not. But let's see. I'm excited to see if it is or not.
Yeah.
Another one on the list is the Ferrari 488 Pista.
You mean the pasta?
The
The
pistachio.
Ferrari pistachio.
Oh my gosh. Can I be honest with you guys? And I know I already posted this on Instagram. I love this car. I honestly, I really, really do.
I think it's beautiful.
It's
Beautiful.
gorgeous. It's
Gorgeous.
gorgeous. I'm really excited about it. The only thing that I'm worried about, honestly, I don't even care about what Ferrari says anymore. I think it's just a matter of my opinion on whether I like it and it provides me an experience that
It should,
that,
yes.
that I would enjoy.
Mhm.
I hope the interior is better than the normal 488.
It's worse. Just so you know,
'Cause
this
it's stripped down,
has to
right?
have a way worse interior than the 488.
No, I know that it's supposed to be raw. I know that it's supposed to be raw, but the 458 Speciale, the interior on that was much cooler and like I don't know, it's like edgy and aggressive.
Oh, you like
right?
that? It's going to look like that. It's going to be a copy paste of that.
But I just hope that it's
You.
I hope that it's awesome.
Special.
I hope that it's awesome because the last one, like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not like Ferrari level, right?
What's Ferrari level?
Like
What era? Of
your expectations.
But that's the problem.
No,
The
no,
Ferrari
but this
expectation
is what I'm
here.
saying. This is what I'm saying. It's like with Ferrari, your expectations are typically should always be high. It's just
don't know why,
it's
but
like
yes.
it's like the Nike effect, right? It's like the Nike effect. No matter what, those are the ones you're always aspiring to get is that new pair of Nikes. I could tell you New Balances are the best shoe in the world. They're best all around,
You're gonna
whatever.
buy the fucking Nike. Yep.
Yeah, you're going to buy the Nike. That's how it is with Ferrari. But right now they're just kind of here, and I'm hoping this car brings them back up to the.
Give us a
higher
little bit of a. So this is the mid-engine car from Ferrari that comes again that competes against the 570 and will compete against the 570 LT whenever that comes out, which is
Yes,
they might be showing that soonish. McLaren, by the way,
that's what I'm thinking too.
and that is going to have the same
Can I
engine
tell you something?
as the 720.
I think that actually we might see that at Geneva.
I think so too.
I really
By
do.
the way, you're insulting everyone, just so you know.
But
by not comparing the 720 to that.
You can't
I'm just
do
letting
that.
you know you're going to insult everyone.
I hope
you insulted them a little bit, just a little bit.
I'm not, but it's true though. What is the Portofino against McLaren?
Hold on. What would you say Ferrari says is its competitor?
Yeah,
720.
They're going to try to make themselves look bigger against the 720, but it's not. Their 812 is the one that competes against the 720.
No, because that's a GT.
The 722. The problem with the 720 is it's also
So
really
good.
fucking fast.
Right.
I would say that the 488 is supposed to be in the same category with the 720. I feel that that's where it's supposed to be.
I mean, if you're just based on old school everything, yes.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you're
just
just
like-
accepting the reality
no,
of the
I'm-
truth today in the market,
No,
it's
I'm
not.
telling you, I'm just giving you Ferrari's perspective. What their
I
expectations.
get their perspective. I mean, they shouldn't even be compared to the 720. That's a piece of shit, according to them. Okay, so it's exciting. This car is coming out. They always do this when this is the more raw version of the 488. So that means more lightweight. How much? Do you know how many kilos they're stripping off the car?
So the 488 Pista. Pista is track in Italian. So this is
Or
their
in Spanish.
this is their track. Well, in Lithuanian, it's fucked.
Yeah, I read that too.
Pista in Lithuanian is fucked. And I think in other languages as well, it's very,
Go
very
piss to
similar.
yourself.
but this car, 710 horsepower, 2.85 seconds to 62 miles an hour, 124 miles an hour, 7.6 seconds with a top velocity of 211. I don't know who's.
I want you
do
guys
that.
to know that these are Ferrari numbers. We'll wait for the real numbers.
But the dry weight on this is 2,821 pounds.
Same thing. We have to wait until we get a car and weigh it. This is going to be a good exercise. Can you please screenshot all of this?
Yeah, the article's not going anywhere.
Okay. But I just like that. That'd be such a cool, good little thing. A little nice snapshot of this.
Snapchat?
Yeah. And then once the car comes out, we go do the first thing. We weigh it.
Yeah, but you got to take the dry.
Dry. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll weigh it
take all the
dry.
fluids out?
We'll weigh it dry.
We'll dry it out.
And then we're going to be like, oh, the weight's different. Oh, it must be for whatever reason. Oh, American spec. It's going to be the first excuse. And then the acceleration's not going to be the 2.6 because
The temperature is different in Italy and here.
no,
right.
That's what they're going to say.
With
Yeah.
denser air.
And also, I want people to know because Ferrari's saying that they're coming out and competing directly against the 720S on this one.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. The 720S has 800 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Ferrari's coming out with this one that has 90 horsepower less.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where
But
they're
that's-
thinking
But that's what Ferrari says, that it's 710 horsepower.
Oh,
It may be more.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know,
all
by the
know
way,
Ferrari.
if I think Ferrari,
It may
if
be
they
more.
had more, they'd let you know they have more.
They'd be like, this has 711 horsepower, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, and if anything, I'd double check the 710.
You know when you stand on a scale to weigh yourself and it's like flickering back and forth between like 195, 194, 195, and it stops
what
at
it's like.
195, but it wants to go back to 194. You're like, oh, I'm 194.
Yeah,
194.
yeah.
Just
Of
like that.
Of course.
Just like that. So the car is it's supposed to be exciting and all that good shit from Ferrari and the more raw version, like the Performante competitor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this. This car actually does look like it can go fast. Like
Yeah.
really fast. Just all of it's got the right holes in the right places.
It's got huge holes.
This
Yeah.
design though is what the original 488 should have been. This is what the original
No,
design.
because it's fine that they're bringing the hardcore version.
I
with
understand, but the looks on the
Beautiful.
outside,
Beautiful.
that's the way that it should have looked. Inside,
now-
you could be more cush and
Do you agree? They went and cut the shit out of this car to just go with the aero and everything.
absolutely.
This car should beat the 720 on a track. Now, people are also comparing it to the GT2 RS. Again, different dimensions. Even if that car's not out, I can tell you that's not going to be that. It's still a Ferrari. However you look at it.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not here just hating on them. I know that they won't deliver because they've done this to me every time they release a new car. If they deliver on it, we'll change our tune.
But that's a huge hole. That's a big hole in there. Come on.
I think that so this front S duct, I love the way that looks. It's kind of like a F1 drawn, active arrow type of situation, and I love the way that it looks. It's awesome. I don't know where we're going to store anything in it.
We got to look at everything because once they deliver the car, the quality built of the interior has to be matching at least the Performantes. And the Performantes interior quality is insane.
It is.
Do you agree?
Cool. Yeah.
The sound system in the Performante is going to have to match against that one.
Mm-hmm.
That sound system is going to have to be insane.
Are you talking about the exhaust?
No.
Or the
sound
actual system? Okay.
Let me tell you, the exhaust, everyone already, because the videos came out, is disappointed at the exhaust note because it's not a naturally aspirated.
They've heard
There's already a Ferrari videos. Yeah.
Because there was some spy videos on Maranello.
So again, the
Yeah.
Performante is going to crush the noise. So it's all going to be dependent to one thing with this car.
Yeah.
Will it deliver on what it's supposed to do, which is be the greatest on the track,
Yep.
according to Ferrari's legend?
Yep.
And if it ain't, it's going to fall short. Do you agree?
Yeah.
When do you think what do you think this car falling short would be to you? Not meeting expectations.
Well, one, it's going to fall short if this car doesn't meet any of the numbers that they announced. Like if it doesn't meet any of them, and by a long shot, I could be satisfied if it's 680, 690 horsepower that it's topping out at, because that's not too far off to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't handle on a track the way that the Performante does, if it doesn't stay glued to the track, if the arrow isn't working, if there's a 15, 20 second difference on their times, that's not good. Like this car needs to be right there or better.
Hang on. Where does this car have to be according to you right now on the market for Ferrari to come in and just like, here we are, boys?
Like, what do you mean?
What does it have to do for people to go? For me, what does it have to do for me to go? Holy shit! Okay, wow, respectable.
It has to be fast. I mean, it has to. I think that they finally need to have a competitive Nürburgring time for this car to be accepted.
Okay,
but it has to. It has to. Everybody is putting up numbers. They're all competing against each other. One comes out with a number, the next one comes out and beats it. Like they're all fighting. I want to see Ferrari finally put something up and say, okay, this is where it is.
But it's going to be heartbreaking because what about the history of Ferrari and press cars, and the history of Ferrari and Italian car makers with the numbers?
I get that.
Can I tell you my answer?
Go ahead.
I think. Why don't you tell us yours?
It's very simple. It has to destroy the 720S. Simple.
Okay, on a straight line?
No, everything.
Okay. I do think this car in a straight line has to be faster than the 720S on a straight line. I think on a track has to be at least faster than the Performante and then the 720S. I think the interior has to show that they really put the money into the car. Which
speaking of how much,
I don't think it will, because the Performante is sexy as fuck. Do you agree? That interior on the Performante is actually better than the standard Huracan.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like if Kanye was releasing a pair of Yeezys, I think that's what the inside of a Lamborghini kind of reminds me of, or the Performante reminds me of.
Right. So you agree that car has to be better at that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're not going to talk about sound because it's not going to be the Performante in sound. And it's fine. It's not every car has to be great at every single thing.
The 720S doesn't sound
like that. Exactly. But it's fast as shit and super comfortable. To me, those are the requirements that this car has to meet. The problem is it doesn't compete with the 720S.
Mm-hmm.
The reality is it has to compete against that 570 LT that's going to come out. And that's when we're going to see the real savagery of McLaren and how they're stepping on their competition.
Look, I agree.
I think so. I just think based on all of the cycles that I've been like, the Ferrari's finally coming out. This is the greatest one. And just getting crushed every single time by reality. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
But we gotta give him a chance.
I hear you and understand.
We'll give him a chance.
But,
Give him a
but
chance.
McLaren, just above everybody else, like they have themselves on a pedestal. Like, of course, the 720 is super fast and it gives you an experience of feeling super fast. But like, we're not seeing times on this car anywhere.
They're just not posting them, and it's counterproductive for McLaren because they don't want their P1 owners to be mad. Like, it's a big deal in the McLaren community because of how many cars they put out at the same time.
Mhm.
I mean, you talk to anyone in McLaren, and they'll be like, we don't talk times. We don't talk which car is faster than which.
Yeah.
Amongst themselves. And that's why they don't release numbers on these cars. But when they put out the LT of the 570, I want to bet that they're going to go to the Nürburgring and they're going to put a fucking time up there that's going to be insane with that
Yeah,
thing.
it's going to be extremely light and it's going to be a very powerful car. Like, it has all the technology that you need.
So what I'm saying, do you agree that that car, for Ferrari's history to prevail number one, let's pretend that they're still number one. Do you agree that that car has to at least beat the 570 LT?
Yeah.
And just think about this. If you're a Ferrari guy and you're saying it compares to the
Definitely
720,
should. They're coming out together. They're coming out together. It needs to.
Again, I don't think they see themselves like that.
No. I know they
Sorry
don't.
for-
You're right. You're absolutely right. I know they don't. But that's what it is. We're not just shutting it down. We're saying let's see what it is when it comes out.
Mhm.
Like, for real. Let's not pay attention
Yeah.
to the Ferrari stats and see if we're going to be disappointed or not based on the car, not on the Ferrari numbers, on the
Mhm.
car, and just go from there.
Yeah.
There's and all I'm saying and all my frustration comes from I've been excited before about one of these and then none. You know what I mean? So
That's the hard part, is because the expectations are always high for Ferrari, even with the bad experiences. So
Of course.
it's easy to, it's like an abusive relationship, right? Like you
that's why I quit it.
as much as you love it and as much as you want it, you know that it's bad for you because they keep letting you down. I'm in that abusive relationship with Ferrari right now.
I have a couple friends that are in it.
I still love it. I want it to be good, and I see that there's potential for it to be better. It's just don't like the lies.
And also,
Touche.
I'm pretty sure the cologne for this is going to be way better than McLaren cologne.
I agree.
Do you agree?
I do agree.
There's no
and
question.
the V-necks.
I
Yeah, get out of here.
don't want Pista cologne.
Hey, shall we jump into Farghini's good news,
Oh,
bad
shit,
news,
that was
things
quick.
news?
That's it?
What do you think?
we're not
No?
we're not
Yeah, I was
done
like,
yet.
we're not done yet.
We didn't even come close to touching on
Yeah.
the Geneva stuff.
Shit.
Like, we just hopped into Ferrari.
Oh my
Just ran
God.
with
I
it.
don't know why.
No, there's still more cars at Geneva.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
big list.
Holy shit.
No, we're just in the Fs.
Oh, man.
the
F-Type?
the Jag I-Pace.
Yeah. Oh,
Jag
yeah.
I-Pace.
I'm
That-
pumped about
I'm-
that.
By the way, Ivan. So Ivan was in England at Millbrook or something, like a testing
Millbrook,
grounds.
yeah.
Millbrook, and he saw an I-Pace. He saw an I-Pace there, and he said the acceleration was ridiculous.
Really?
Of
And-
course.
And by the way,
electric.
and I've connected him with an engineer that worked at Jag.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Good
They
job.
connected.
Nice.
Nice.
Another car that
Nice.
we're going to see there, it's the Senna. Senna's going to be there.
Yeah.
We've all seen the Senna, but I'm excited to see more content
Around
around it. Yeah.
At the same time.
And I'm curious to see if it's as ugly in person as if it is in the pictures.
How much you want to bet? Once you see it in person, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is
All right.
actually nice.
We'll see.
Mercedes has a few cars coming out. I'm excited for those. We just talked about this
Yeah.
G63 AMG that they'll have that there on display. Let's see, the Morgan Aero GT. We never did anything.
We
with
never
Morgan.
did anything.
Can I
with
say
it.
something about
Yeah.
Morgan? I went down to the Santa Monica Morgan dealer
Yeah.
and very nicely said, "Hey, we'd love to come down, experience it." I didn't have a great experience dealing with them, so I'm kind of off Morgan, and I'm not going to pursue Morgan. So
It was that good of an
yeah. So if they
experience?
want to bring a car to us, we can, but I'm not pursuing them. So beep boop boop.
Gotcha.
The Polestar 1.
I'm excited about the
That's an
Polestar
exciting one, right?
Finally, Volvo's going to come out with their premium top of the line all electric car, the first one.
This is the one.
This is going to be the one that's going to set the tone for everyone to go, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
we better get on this right now. That's where I think this is going to go.
I feel like that this is going to be one of those cars that's going to jump into our list of like daily driver that you must have. Like
I agree.
that you need in your garage. I think this is going to be one of those. It's going to be a game changer.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to burst you guys' bubbles, but you don't need to go to Geneva to see a Polestar. There's a place called Dames and Games.
Oh my god!
This is Dames and Games. They have Polestars. They have. I think they have like 10 Polestars.
It's not Polestars that work at strip clubs. It's the Polestar from Volvo.
Oh, the Polestar. Oh, the electric.
exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I got
guys.
you,
I'm sorry.
Moving on,
Okay.
the 0.2 GT3 RS.
Well,
I mean,
by the way,
we've all seen it, but like
that was such a quick turnaround. Here's the
Right?
2RS. Now here's the 3.
right? It really was. Like they're just pumping out like all of these.
And can I tell you, those cars are so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. The 3RSs. They're just so fucking.
Did the
that's going
last
to be
one
the
have,
peak.
Did the last one have rear steering?
Yeah, of course.
It did. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it did or
Yeah.
not.
Oh my
And by
god.
the way, did you
what
see-
a car.
Did you see? Porsche showed the 2019 911, but camoed out, and someone has a spy shot of the new 911
yes.
of the back.
Oh, the 2020
great.
the 2020 GT3 with the manual, right?
No. It's just the 911.
Yeah,
the
just,
yellow
oh,
one.
got it,
the new
The
911.
yellow one.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my god, that was beautiful. Big. I like that Porsche's going with their big asses, and a lot of people don't know much about Porsche. They're all like, oh, they all look the same.
Yeah.
But the GT2 RS and the GT3 RS are such fucking crazy cars, so different yet so similar at the same time.
Yeah, and they have $200,000 market adjustment difference.
Yeah, it's insane. But the 3RS is going to be an epic car, and I'm excited just to see how much they were able to push that engine
Yeah.
in that system within its own.
I'm really excited
Compared to
about
the
this.
old one.
Yeah.
That's I want to see what the fuck they did to go, all right, here's another one, just like now.
And by the way, the rumors are like, oh, is this going to be the last naturally aspirated?
They did exactly.
or
By the way,
like,
we went through the same thing when
It's like,
when the 991 was
so
They like send offs too.
yeah.
Porsche like send-offs more than anyone else. More than anyone else, yeah.
The other car, the Rimac Concept 2.
Ooh. That's going to be insane. What do you think? What do you think the specs for that are going to be?
This honestly, this is probably the most mysterious car
Of
at,
all.
at Geneva.
Mhm.
Most mysterious of them all. Give me 1 second.
How many kilowatts is going to be?
Okay.
By the way, I have no idea.
So the Rimac Concept 2, Forks, I was actually asking what our predictions for the specs on the Rimac Concept 2 were. Do you remember what they were on the Concept 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1,100 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. It can be tuned up to like 1,500 horsepower.
I was going
right?
to say that was just the base.
Yeah.
based
of
on
the
which
car.
iOS you use to upgrade.
Yeah, for real.
Android or iOS.
Yeah,
The- 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
that sounds slow. By the way, I think it's going to demolish.
But
that.
that's the old one.
That's the concept one. That's the concept
Oh.
one. So speculation around this car is, and this is my speculation, is I think it's going to at least have a 250-mile range because I think the last one was 200. I don't think the battery
that's
that
not
they're
a problem.
talking about putting in there is going to get them to 300 miles. I say 1,500 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds. I don't see them getting to 1.9 like the
Okay.
Tesla Roadster. I think that I'm being conservative with the 2.2.
What do you think, Farghini?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the low twos, like low twos. The range, I don't care because no one gives a shit. No one's gonna drive 300 miles in the Rimac.
If I had one, I would.
Oh, yeah.
If I had one, I would.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, I would.
Actually, you'd be driving too fast. You'd be
All right.
driving too fast to get the full 300.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be all carbon fiber. Like a big aluminum carbon fiber mix altogether. Super
You're
lightweight.
right, because they did get that giant carbon fiber
That's right.
machine.
That's right.
Oh, my God, you're right.
Carbon fiber. So the car's going to be light as fuck. 2 electric motors, kind of like the 918 setup.
Okay.
One on the front, one on the back, or maybe
3.
they're gonna stick to their own formula,
Yeah.
right? Which could be. Car will make 1,700 horsepower. That's my prediction. Can I tell you guys why?
How many kilowatts is that?
That's about 1,700
Kilowatts?
kilowatts.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Because with the kilowatts, when the battery is at 1145, that's when it produces 1,100 horsepower.
No,
right?
no, it'd be like 1,400 kilowatts. The
13,
concept one
14?
is 800,
So it'd be
800
2,000
kilowatts.
Okay, guys, it was a
kilowatts.
joke.
It would
It's
be
okay.
2,000 kilowatts.
Okay.
Fuck you, Fasha. So I think this car is going to make 1,700 horsepower.
Okay.
0 to 60 is going to be well in the 1.7s.
No.
Wow.
okay.
Get the
No.
fuck. No.
No.
Yeah, because Mate knows how to use, or he doesn't only know, but he already mastered that, splitting torque
Yeah, the
between
torque
the front
vectoring.
and the back like nobody else. So I think you can accomplish that.
Jesus.
Throw in all of the power when it starts rolling the car, everything more of it goes to the front, and then as you keep pushing, most of it goes to the back.
Do you know what typically like what a professional drag car does 0 to 60 in?
No,
buddy,
it's
buddy,
like-
those guys go 0 to 300 in like 3 seconds.
No, that thing is crazy. No.
But the reason I was asking that is like, to me, like thinking of a concept one or a car going 1.7, I don't know how my body would even be able to take that.
I think they're gonna come out with that high horsepower just to show Bugatti what's up and to show Koenigsegg what's up.
Or
Because-
Tesla.
Because I don't think Mate is so much looking at Tesla's competition, although I don't know.
Okay.
If he were, then he would be doing a more competitive pricing.
Yeah, which is why he's separating himself.
True.
And also he sees like the little guys, Koenigsegg, Pagani, that are going in this little market and like selling these cars just because they're made out of carbon fiber. Mind you, the Koenigsegg actually is the fucking fastest car, accelerating to 400 kilometers an hour and down. So that does have a crazy feat. But Mate can do that with his electric car. Like Christian came with a Regera, and I'm pretty sure Mate provides the power plant for that car.
Wow.
So if he does provide the power plant to that car, I'm sure Mate wants to set himself up as the next big guy. And he's going to destroy any spec that's come out of Pagani and be really close to destroying anything that's come out of Koenigsegg. That's my guess on this. And also, he wants to attack that 0 to 100 kilometers an hour,
Yeah.
0 to 60, and beat the Tesla one so that he can eliminate the question, why you instead of Tesla?
So basically, he's going after everybody.
He's going
He's going after everybody.
He's going after the record. He's going after the record.
That's what I'm thinking, because if he was able to do what he did with the Concept 1 with absolutely no money compared to what he's got now, where do you think he stands now?
Jesus.
Just think about
Yeah.
that. And I'm going to say he's going to have those 400-mile range batteries, Panasonic.
Jesus.
And I don't know if they're going to be Panasonic or he's going to make his own,
Wow.
but he's going to have, like, because the car's going to come out in 2020, right?
Yeah.
That's when all new battery technology is deploying to the new cars.
Now, do you think that he'll be able to do 0 to 60 in 1.7, 1.8 seconds with
I said 1.7.
with my off-road truck?
No. I think with your off-road truck, it's going to be more like in the 2.1s, unfortunately.
I guess I could live with that. I could live with that.
But
could you imagine getting at one of those hills and hitting 0 to 60?
Or you just stand at the top.
I'd be waving at my drone as I fly by.
You're not going to have time.
So I think it's safe to say that Rimac is on the up and up.
I think so.
Right? They're on the up and up.
If he comes out like that with a fucking huge bang. Also, I'm over expecting. This is what I'm doing just now, because Mate has overshown me, so I'm over expecting.
And he's got 2 years to get there. A lot can
with the
happen in
car,
2
yes,
years. A lot
yeah.
can happen.
Especially in all electric, and the car's going to drive itself too.
Yes. So that's another thing that I was reading was that level 4 autonomy is what they're expecting.
So you
in
can
this.
just be outside the car will go 0 to 60 and come back. That's dope.
No. So level 4 autonomy is pretty much full autonomous it's full autonomous, but you still have to have a little bit of driver engagement. Level 5 is completely just you hop in your car and you don't even have to think and it just goes. That's how close
What's
it is.
level 6? You're outside the car?
There's no level 6.
Wow.
Level 5 is it. We're almost there.
I'm sure if you invent level 6, you'll become a very wealthy man.
I don't know what level 6 would be.
Level 6 takes you to the moon and back.
Level 6 has to do with acid.
Ivan's involved?
Don't out him on. So like I was saying, Rimac they're on the up and up, and Adam Lackenby and the RS7 dude. I'm gonna join both of their questions.
Hit him.
Adam was saying, what car brands do you think are on the up and who are on the decline? And the RS7 dude was asking, what do you think about the future of those automotive companies, and what do you expect them to have in the future? Like, what do they need to do to impress you? So I think it's important to kind of pull those together. Who's on the up, who's on the down, and why?
I think anyone that's impressing right now is on the up. Anyone that's competing in today's market, even we drove that Kia, the Stinger.
Oh,
I think Kia's
That's
on the
up,
come up.
on the up and up.
I think Lincoln's in the come up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lincoln.
Right? I think Ford.
Huge come up.
I mean, they're always done great, but holy shit, they're on the come up with all of
But
their shit.
Lincoln is the
Lincoln
definition of a come up.
Yeah. Volvo, another company that's fucking going to the stars, and then some. Porsche with the Mission E. But you want to know who the real fucking winner and the greatest, who's going to take the MVP?
Who?
VW.
Why? How?
Because VW has fucked up the environment to the point where they had to go, and by accident, and do a make good where they are the only ones with an actual lineup by 2020 of several full electric
I see what you mean.
platforms.
Yes.
They're the
Yeah.
only ones positioning themselves in that
You're right.
space. And that's the future. We always said, since we started doing the podcasts and all these shows where we talk and guess the future, we always said every car is going to evolve into being electric.
Mhm.
And VW, by pure fucking accident, is putting themselves in that
A year
beautiful
ago
position.
with Dieselgate, we probably would have had them on the decline for
Yeah.
sure. Like
And
it
right-
goes to show you how fast this industry can
And
change.
it's because it hasn't hit him yet.
Mhm.
It hasn't hit him yet. But their plans and where they're going and how much cash they have, they will be a top competitor, a top brand like nobody else rather soon.
Yeah, because they have the money, like you said.
Yeah.
The money will get you anywhere.
Well, and they got all these years of research and all this money that they had to invest because they had to look good
Right.
in front of people.
They
right?
also have such a diverse brand, like as far as like styling. I mean, obviously, there's so many like built on the same platform within their under their umbrella, but they all cater to different people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like like Lamborghini is a flashy, like, hey, I'm enjoying it for the experience. This is how I wanted to spend my money so that I could show it off, blah, blah, blah. Or you could go the Audi that's a little more subdued and relaxed, but it's the same cars.
I'd also like to see who's going to come up with the first sports car, like for real, aside from Mate. Like McLaren, Porsche, Lamborghini, who's going to come out with the first electric car? That company, their full electric first car. That company,
You mean like a hyper sports kind of car?
supercar.
Supercar, okay.
Or at any level above a supercar.
Michelin? Would you
It- it-
consider that?
The Michelin is going in the right direction, but that's VW Group, dude. Think about this.
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's
right.
the Michelin and then the Audi, and then they're going to
Right.
pass it on to
And
Bentley.
then down to Volkswagen.
Yeah.
One day.
So it's the same chassis, it's the same platform for all of that shit. It's Volkswagen.
one day even a Seat.
So you're thinking in that competitive, like the competitive pricing range, like
No, I think whoever has a few, like whoever got the electric down 1st,
Mm-hmm.
those guys are going to be way, way ahead of everyone else. Because just now, the big dogs, the big companies, I don't want to mention who because I just heard this from someone up there, but a big company just looked back and said, fuck, we should have gotten an electric like a couple years ago. And this is the president of a huge company.
Mm.
So
wow.
yes,
Wow.
whoever is holding their ground on electric is going to be way ahead than everyone else. Way ahead.
So you would say, kind of touching on RS7 dude's question, the key ingredient to becoming successful in the future right now is your stance
Electric
on
game.
electric cars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Completely. Because aero and all that shit is nice and all, but it's not saving the world.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And electric is. And all the laws have changed and all the laws are made so that in a certain deadline, all cars are supposed to be electric. All of them. Every car sold.
Yeah.
So if you just pay attention to the easy signals that the universe is putting in front of us, that means everyone's got to go electric. Who's going to do it first and better and best is going to be the winner.
And I guess it is easy, like, because my first thought was, the amenities that I have in a car. That's the key to success. What's going to make me more comfortable as a user? But that only goes so far.
But I think that's
Right?
the evolution of this, right? Because
Yeah.
once you're going into electric, now you can focus because you perfected the car at that
Right.
point.
Right.
It really does feel you drove say my GT3 RS, the 4.0 that I had, and that was a great fucking car. And then I got in the 918 and I was like, wow, that is the better version of that because instant power, all of that. And then you drive a Tesla and you're like, that is the finished version of all these other two. You know what I mean? It's the completed. That's the perfect form of the car. We waited 120 some years to get to this point, even though we started with it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're going back to it, and now we got it, and it's perfect. Now, with all being electric, there's much more things to focus on, like the interior, like play with making your phone a big part of that, and entertaining whoever's inside of the car, and making the car really as
Experience.
comfortable as possible for you to be able to do what you need to do while commuting to wherever you're going.
Right.
And that's the future of this. Yes, the future is like the pod thing. You're all going to be inside of a beautiful pod, but it's going to have all these crazy, great things about it.
Let me tell you what, it's going to be the best pod that I've ever had. It's going to be the best pod.
The best pod ever.
I guess that's kind of it for the rest of the topics. Now we can hop into Farghini's good news.
Farghini's good news and bad news.
Don't snooze on the bad news. Give us the good news, Farghini.
Okay, here we go. BMW in the news.
What's the good
And actually,
news?
a lot of people are happy about this good news. A lot of
Okay.
people. Okay, so BMW South Africa ends 3 Series sedan production after 35 years.
That's the good news
That's
to
great
you.
news for a lot of people.
What's the bad news?
They replaced it with the X3.
Oh.
Okay. Speaking of Ford.
So no completely eliminated. They left a
it's-
little bit
yeah,
of it.
but at least
Okay.
hey, it's progress. Okay, Ford's in the news.
What's the good news with Ford?
Actually, this is kind of weird good news, but it's good news. So Ford's North American president was outed due to inappropriate behavior.
So I've
we don't
heard.
want people like that.
Well, that's the good news?
Yeah.
Well, because people know now about it.
Yeah.
What's the bad news?
This confirms everyone's suspicions that I will never be in a sex scandal.
Damn it.
Even the fucking Ford guy is a fucking sex scandal. Okay.
And he's like brand new too.
Yeah, he's only been there like a year and already he's in a sex scandal.
Wow, he accomplished a lot in the first year.
Right? Yeah, look at the Raptor. Look at the Raptor.
You've been in this show like for a year and a half
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You can't get it. Damn it, Farsha. Even the president of Ford's doing it better than you.
God, maybe it's the Raptors. Multiple Raptors. Okay. Mercedes in the news. Talking about Mercedes.
No, so give me some good
Yeah.
Mercedes news.
4-door Mercedes AMG GT could be called the AMG GT 4-door coupe.
Forget, I don't understand how that's good news.
That's the good news.
That's
What-
good news.
What's the
Yeah.
bad news?
They will not offer a badge delete on this model.
Can you imagine the badge? The Mercedes AMG GT 4-door coupe electric.
They're gonna need. Maybe they could integrate it into the new electric license plates, where it's like it shows you what the
model
car.
is
Yeah.
at this point.
It's like how your GLE was.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
GLE 63 AMG coupe.
Ah man. Actually, a little bit of Mercedes and Geely news. You know, Geely,
What's
the
okay.
huge Chinese company.
Hit us with the good news.
Geely chairman becomes largest single shareholder of Daimler, close to 10%.
That is actually
So,
good news.
so Geely now owns almost 10%
Wow.
of Mercedes.
That is good
Yeah.
news. What's the bad news?
Get ready for some more red interiors, everyone. Boop. That's
Okay, just explain to everyone. The Asian market enjoys the red interiors a lot.
yeah, but also but the
Geely's
Armenian,
Chinese.
and Persian community.
And Mexican, too.
Yeah, Mexican too. Yeah,
All-
it's like
all of us foreigners do enjoy a red.
reverse racist.
It is
I was,
true.
I was
joke.
wondering.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
a big fan of red interior.
Yeah, because you're not Asian
you're white.
or Hispanic or Middle Eastern.
now I understand. Now I understand.
Okay, some Ferrari in the news.
What's the good
Ferrari
news?
racing
Speaking of red,
Yes, exactly. Ferrari reveals its 2018 F1 car, the SF71H.
What's the bad news?
We're gonna have to see how the season pans out.
Oh, well done, Farghini. And that's going to be it for us. Am I right? That's it.
That's it.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone at Salomondrin.com for giving us so much stuff to talk about and always bringing up the good, shit about the car world and anything that we want to hear and putting a smile on our face.
By the way,
with
can I
your
touch on
topics.
something real quick?
Yes, of course.
Can you guys quit emailing me? We hired an editor.
Oh yeah, we did.
We hired an editor.
We did. Sergio.
Sergio, yeah.
Sergio is the new editor. We'll introduce him in another podcast that is way more awkward than this.
And Sergio's a dope car too.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Should we
All
say what he got?
road. All road.
Audi all road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the twin turbo? 2.7 liter twin turbo. Boom! I know my all roads, bitch.
Boom, boom. So that's it for
That's
today.
it.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.